Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of World of Warcraft, Legend of Berndahl. In between episodes, I just flew back to Keranos, picked up that quest, and flew back. It was ride to Ironforge. So back in Keranos, let's see. Back in Keranos here, there was a quest to go to Ironforge and retrieve some cleavers. What I didn't realize is you actually had to talk to the flight path guy there, so I just flew to Keranos to talk to him, flew back. And the quest he gave me was ride to Ironforge, which is for just a few coins, one of my griffins will take you to Ironforge. From there, deliver Grimlock's list to Golnir Bouldertoe. You'll find him in the Deep Mountain Mining Guild. That's in the Great Forge district of Ironforge, which is right where my griffin will drop you off. Speak to me again when you're ready for the journey, which I did. So, let's go take care of that first. Looks like there's a blue quest here. Might check that out as well. That might be a daily quest. I'm not familiar with what kind of daily quest. Oh, a cooking trainer. Yeah, but I've decided I'm not going to be doing cooking. With as much healing as a paladin has, I don't think I'm going to have a need for it. Not when I can just buy food. Okay, is this the place? Up. Maybe down? Jewel crafting, mining trainer. Well, there's Jeff from Bouldertoe. Golnir Bouldertoe. If you ask me, there's no greater professor than miner, and if you ask me, there's no greater miner than a dwarf. What can I do for you, sir? Here's my list, sir. The latest list of Grimlock's best pupils. I have a batch of honorary cleavers ready to go. I just need to engrave the name of the students. Here are the honorary cleavers for the Grimlock students. If you've already been to Keranos, then you should be able to fly a griffin back there. Take the cleavers to our griffin master, Grith Thurden, and speak to him about a ride back to Keranos. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is just a quest to kind of to introduce yourself to introduce you to Ironforge, but let's see. We need to go and we need to go to the throne room here and confront somebody. This is a lot for a beginning paladin to deal with. Hey, this guy looks like he wants something. Been waiting for the council to hear my plea for hours, and it's not looking good. Moira's greatest desire seems to be to paralyze the council. Meanwhile, Loch Modan suffers. Our enemies are many, and our resources are few. Please, Berndahl, perhaps you will hear me if the council will not. Speak to Grith Thurden, Ironforge's Griffin Master. He's in the eastern part of the Great Forge. He'll provide a free flight to the Southgate Pass. Introduce yourself to Pilot Hammerfoot once you arrive. Sounds like they've got some problems. Okay. So we have Muradin Bronzebeard. We have Falstad Windhammer. Moira Thorison. Oh, he won't even talk to me. So, I'll confront you.
Ironforge has need of our sorcery, as well as our strength.
I don't think so. What is the meaning of this intrusion? And just what is this? Moira takes the report, and the color drains from her face as she reads. This is impossible. The ambassador's betrayal will long haunt me. You must arrest him before he can do further harm, or worse, before he can escape and start planning the next attack. Ironforge is not safe with Ambassador Slaghammer free inside the city. Take these manacles and go to the Dark Iron Embassy. It's just to the north of the High Seat, around the rim of the Great Forge. Arrest Ambassador Slaghammer and return with him. That is not the response I expected. I expected to get thrown out. Although, I suppose there's still plenty of time for me to get thrown out. Alrighty. Going to the Dark Iron Embassy, which I'll assume is this place. Ugh. Ambassador Slaghammer. Okay. Arrest. Ha. I go willingly, Paladin. My purpose and my master's plan is fulfilled. Oh my. Oh, it looks like Modan was talking to me, and I just totally missed it. Oh well. Okay, so let's take him back. Take him back to the throne room so he can meet justice. Just ran right by it. Glad to see that dark iron scum is finally getting what he deserves. Quiet, Moira's in a foul mood, and if she hears you, she'll have your head. Okay, brought him back. Do as you will with me, I'm not afraid. That half-breed will never be my emperor. Long live the Twilight's hammer. I'll escort you to your new accommodations, your excellency. Okay. Off to jail with him.
In time, my son shall rule the Dark Irons, and perhaps all Ironforge as well.
Wow, she's ambitious. The ambassador will trouble us no more. He is not the only Dark Iron dwarf whose heart still belongs to Twilight's hammer. We must remember that and remain vigilant against their schemes, else my son will inherit only ruins and ashes. Okay, do I want a hammer? Which is... Or do I want a battle axe? Battle axe of the sober dwarf. That's an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron, lad. Or slag hammer. Oh, we're going with the battle axe. Level 12. We will equip the battle axe of the sober dwarf. Although I agree, that's an oxymoron. Alrighty. So we've also agreed to go and help out Dun Marag. Let's see, is there anything else we want to do here? What's this new power? Got a Hand of Reckoning. Taunts the target to attack you and increases threat that you generate against the target for 3 seconds. That is an awesome power, but it is an awesome power. It's mostly useful when you're in a group. So I would like to... First I need to unlock my bars, so I can move that here. I like to move the powers that I'm not using all the time to a different bar so that I don't accidentally hit them when I'm fighting. I do not want to accidentally taunt something when I'm just trying to bash it in the head. But, yeah, I can't think of anything else I really want to do while I'm here, so we will fly to Keranos first to complete that one quest. And we'll make sure that everything there is under control. And assuming that happens, then we will be off to Loch Modan.
What can I do?
So it sounded like they needed some help. Well, shoot. Well, first we're going to go back to Keranos. For a small fee, you can buy a griffin ride to Keranos as long as you've already been there. Griffins will only fly you to places you've already been, so be sure to talk with every griffin master you see so you can fly to them later. You've already been to Berlan, the Griffin Master in Keranos, so now you can return to him. And once in Keranos, you can deliver the cleavers to Grimlock Pilsner. Speak with me when you're ready to go. Yeah. Okay, so I can go to Keranos and then come back here and then go to Loch Modan. Or I can go to Loch Modan, then go back to Keranos, and then go to Loch Modan. We'll just go to... Oh, no. Oh, look, that's... Oh, looks like we automatically get flight paths to Stormwind. That's the human capital. But for now, we're going to go back to Keranos to go and turn this... turn these cleavers in. One of the downsides to skipping around a little bit on the quests is you occasionally have to go and backtrack, and even when you do, it's usually like the quest rewards themselves are not particularly worth it. Like you can see these quests that I've got. This quest is in green, which means I won't even get the amount of XP I would have gotten if I had done it then, because it's considered easy for me. Luckily, it was a short flight. So... we will... was in here, wasn't it? It's a cooking trainer. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Ah, Berndahl, have you returned from Ironforge? I have. You brought the cleavers. Great. I'll get these to my students. I'm sure they're eager to use them on some fresh boar meat. Thank you for your help, Berndahl. I am in your debt, but I hope this money will at least cover your travel costs. I am glad to help. Alright. Well, Keranos was certainly an interesting adventure, but I think we are on to bigger and better things. Among other things, look at Berndahl. He doesn't look like a homeless hobo anymore. He's actually starting to look a little bit like an adventurer.
Got my attention.
Yeah, let's go back to Ironforge. So, it looks like my reputation's increased. Let's go and see how those are doing. So, reputations, at least at the beginning, sometimes they unlock things. Like, once you've got a certain reputation with a faction, you can, you can buy certain things from them. I think right now the biggest benefit is once you get to Exalted, I think, you get maybe Revered, which is where we almost all are for Ironforge here. You start getting... you can buy things from Ironforge cheaper. It's like 10% cheaper, but it's for pretty much anything in town. So it's kind of a nice benefit. Let's see. Money-wise, we still don't have a lot of money. Let's see. I can't think of one thing we can do. Let's find out where the auction house is.
Be good.
Oh, it's down here at the gates of Ironforge. Okay. Actually, we don't have enough. I was gonna say we could go and sell some of this more valuable stuff, but I don't think we even really have that much worth that buying or selling. Oh, but here's the Ironforge Quartermaster. Like I was saying about the reputation, you can buy things from them when you get certain reputation. So like I could buy this Cape of Ironforge, which is a level 40 item, if I get to Exalted. Oh, it requires level 35, but if I get to Revered, I can get this 16 slot bag. And as you see over here, all I've got are 6 and 8 slot bags, so that would be awesome. But I'm not quite there yet, so when I hit Revered, it'll definitely be worth coming back here.
Well met.
Mountaineer Barley Brew said you can help me get to Loch Modan, which I believe be wetlands. It's right here to the east. So we'll be heading this way. Probably right here. But let's see. And let's see what else we're doing while we're flying here. So, we're making a dent into our professions. We've got some of our powers here. I think we're keeping on top of those. You could go and look and see what your holy and protection powers would be. Let's see what else we got. Specialization in talents. We are not high enough level to have talents yet, it looks like. Achievements. Quest log. Guild finder, group finder, collections. Adventure guides, kind of neat. If you ever get to a point in the game where it just feels like you've stalled out, you're not sure what to do next, Adventure Guide here will make suggestions of what you could do. Like, here it tells me Loch Modan is a good place to go. If for some reason I didn't want to go to Loch Modan, it would suggest, oh, you could go to Darkshore. You can click Start Quest, which would give you kind of a pointer on how to get there. But you could also go to Blood Mist Isle. It's also letting me know that Darkmoon Fair is in town. Probably won't do that this time, but maybe next time around. There's also some PvP stuff that we could do over here, but I'm perfectly okay with Loch Modan.
Interest you on a pint?
You don't know how glad I am to see fresh faces from Ironforge. Perhaps sending Mountaineer Barley Brew wasn't a waste after all. I certainly hope not. My friend and fellow siege engine pilot, Maury Hildeeve, is lost in the hills. Hildelve. His name's Hildelve, and he got lost in the hills. We were looking for a rare ore that's needed for a high-grade blast powder, and during our search, he drove his engine up a steep hill and busted it. Still convinced that the ore was in the mountains, Hildelve charged me to guard our engines while he continued on foot. It's been days, and I've heard some beastly growls north of Helmsbed Lake, west of the tunnel. Maury's tough as nails, but I'm worried. Please, Berndahl, find him.
Watch your back.
I could do that. Oh, so he's actually sending me west back to where we came from. Did he? West of the tunnel. Okay, I guess I go through the tunnel then. Uh-oh. That's terrifying, given what happened in the other tunnel when we were about to head into the other tunnel over near Keranos and suddenly filled with boulders. What we got here? Got some snow leopards. Some scarred crag orbs. Boars. Sometimes early in the morning, letters switch around in my head. Okay, so let's see. Got a question mark up here. Oh no. A dwarven corpse. It might be Pilot Hildelve. Here's the corpse of a dwarf, mauled, frozen, and picked clean by mountain scavengers. Clutched in his hand is a book containing the roughly scribbled notes of Maury Hildelve. Around its frame, it's still in superior condition, is a brigadier's vest. This grisly scene must have been where the siege engine pilot met his end. Oh, that's sad. So I can this cloak. There's a compass. Let's pick up... Let's see. Also, when in doubt, when it doesn't look like any of the things you could use, I always pick the most expensive one. Helldelve wrote in his journal that he was attacked by Mangeclaw, a huge ice claw bear. He drove off the beast, but not before it mauled him savagely. Judging from the state of Helldelve's body, Mangeclaw must have later returned and killed him. However, Helldelve wrote in his journal his one final wish, revenge against Mangeclaw. I can do that. Oh, there he is. You may have killed that pilot, but I am a mighty paladin. Ugh. Okay, maybe not that mighty. Oh, I'll stun you back. Yeah. Okay. Now that we've done that, we'll go back through the tunnel. Oh, this was the same tunnel. This is the exact same tunnel I was in that caved in. Oh, that's scary. So of course it's gonna do that again. Ugh. So, Pilot Hammerfoot, I've got some bad news for you.
You got my attention.
This is grim news, for Helldelve was a good friend, and I wish I could have been there with you when you found the beast Mangeclaw. Thank you, Berndahl. Your deed will be remembered by the pilots of Ironforge Siege Brigade. And he's going to give me these plate leggings. We're due for sending a status report over to the Mountaineers in the Valley of Kings. I expect you're on your way there anyhow. Would you mind dropping it off for me? Just take the tunnel to the east and check in at the guard station. Hand it directly to Captain Rugglefuss. Deliver Pilot Hammerfoot's status report to Captain Rugglefuss. Okay, I'm not one to judge, but Rugglefuss does not sound like a particularly dwarven name. Ugh. There are no earthquakes in this game at all until you are in a tight, close place. Oh, look at this. Oh. Snow's letting up. Ah. You can already feel the warmth of the sun. Valley of Kings. Okay. Is this where we're heading? This fortress here? Maybe. Here we go. Hey there, Mountaineer. Captain Rugglefuss.
Great to meet you.
At ease, dwarf. This is no time for formalities. With the Alliance forces under attack, the protection of the dwarven territories becomes even more critical. The recent Trogg uprising poses a dreadful threat to the King's Land. The South Gate status report, excellent. I've been waiting news from them for a while. With the increasing number of Troggs in the hills on all sides, I fear the outpost will be the first to feel any aggressive action. We need to protect the Loch, Berndahl, with so many of the King's soldiers fighting valiantly on the remote battlefields. We've become overwhelmed on the home front. Troggs are tunneling up from every crevice. The Trogg infestation poses the largest threat to Ironforge. We need you, brave adventurer, to venture forth and lay waste to the Trogg threat. Slay 12 stone splinter Troggs and venture back.
See you soon. How are you?
This is Mountaineer Cobbleflint. Paladin, you may or may not be aware of the Trogg threat looming over dwarven lands. With the Ironforge Reserve called up to the Alliance front, we're left with a fraction of these defense forces needed to keep these lands safe. My regiment is assigned to watch over the town here, and we cannot leave our post for fear of invasion. But we need some pressure put on those damned troggs lurking in the hills. If you're up to the task, wage an assault on the troggs. Bring me back 8 trogg stone teeth as proof.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Those sound like 2 quests I can do at the same time. Let's see, what else do we have here? Alright. I don't suppose Berndahl Deep Forge. Hello? Yeah, I need to sell some of this stuff. I need to equip that. Let's see. I am not gonna do cooking, so I'll sell that.
Hey, good.
Oh, and I do need to remember to use this to my weapon. Oh no.
Use that.
See, I went and I made a stone that helps with blunt weapons, and then I got an axe before I had a chance to use it. Oh well. Oh, also, new plate pants. And we will sell our old ones.
Watch your back.
Okay. Where are we heading to? Trogg threat. Okay, we can go to Dunmarrock, which we just came from. We can go to the Searing Gorge, which sounds dangerous. Thelsamar. Look at us go. We are now in Loch Modan. Okay, my map shows that there are troggs this way. I can feel it in my dwarven bones. There are troggs here. Aha! Come here, you miserable trogg. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. This silver border here, which isn't going to last long because I killed him, but silver border indicates that he is a higher level, tougher guy who might actually have some better treasure than some of the others. May have not been paying attention, and it's possible that we fought one of those before and I didn't notice, but yeah, that was a nice surprise. Get some better stuff. Come here. I'm pretty sure I hit him with my big attack after he was already dead. Uh-oh.
I don't have a target.
Yep, and did it again. Let's heal real quick. Not that I'm in a lot of danger of dying, but it's just good practice. Oh, look at that. We got some copper ore, too. You, sir, are between me and my copper. And between me and level 13.
Too far away.
According to my map, there's some more copper. See, as a dwarf, I can smell ore. I should know it's in the area. Okay, so we need 3 more stone splinter troggs and 3 more stone teeth. Troggs have stone teeth. That's kind of handy, actually.
I'm out of range.
That one had milk too, ice cold. I am not going to ask how he kept it. How he kept it cold. Ooh, a shadow gem. That's fancy. Need 1 more stone tooth. Is it a bad idea to go into the cave to get it? Probably, but we're gonna do it anyway. A bone snapper. And our objective is complete. And 1 more for good measure. And he was in our way. Yeah, I was gonna say, one of the downsides of this place is the grass is almost taller than I am here. I guess that will help my dwarven paladin stealth, which still involves me charging and killing whatever gets in the way. But what's this? Oh, it's a traveling merchant. You, sir. Gratian iron stove. What do you have for sale? He's got some dwarven bread. Oh, we gotta get some of that. He's got cherry pie. Okay.
Off with you.
Yeah, we don't need the food, but it's always good practice to have dwarven bread and ale at all times. If nothing else, you can beat people with the dwarven bread. Or you can throw it. Sometimes they're aerodynamic and you can use them as a missile. I'm just kidding. That's not actually part of Warcraft. But traditionally, dwarven bread can be used as a missile weapon. Hey, Combleflint. I'm quite impressed, Berndahl. You have done the dwarven race a great favor by defending our lands. King Magni, Bronzebeard himself would be proud.
Be good. What can I
Hey,
do?
Captain. Well done, Berndahl. You just demonstrated uncanny courage on the battlefield. Our war with the Troggs will be won with efforts such as yours. You have served King Magni well. We will take these quests next time. We will go and, let's see. We will sell the stuff we're not gonna use. Sell copper ore. Not using that. Oh wow. I didn't realize I bought quite so much bread. Shadow gem. Might keep that and sell that later. Some cheese. Oh, stone stompers.
Up with you.
Definitely want those.
Here there.
Make sure I didn't accidentally just sell the wrong ones. Let's see. Nope, these are better.
Be good.
Okay, let's reorganize. And yeah, I think this will be a good place to stop. It looks like Captain Rugglefuss has got some more jobs for us. Maybe we'll actually make our way over here to Thelsamar. And I suspect we'll be killing a lot more Troggs. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.